So the time is just past 9:30 and I just finished my QT and I'm just gonna start studying now. I have a class at 11. So I'm just gonna study until then. What's up everybody? Welcome to the channel. So today with you guys I'm going to share 5 study tips to help you succeed in high school. So before I get into the tips, I want to preface a little bit. And having been through high school, I went to this school. I know how much of a drag that high school can be. And study is just one part of it. So I just want to make it a little bit easier for you guys. If you think about it though, God has put you in this season of high school for a reason. And he actually desires for you to get something out of it. So think of studying as part of building your character and becoming the person that God wants you to be. So every time you put away your phone and start studying, you put away Netflix and you start studying, and you type your notes and you put pen to paper, God sees that and he honors that. And from that you're actually becoming more and more into the person that God wants you to be. I don't know about you guys, but my parents they were super Asian and they wanted me to do really well in school. And I think once I realized that actually studying is not a way for me to impress my parents, but every time I study, I'm actually becoming more and more into the person that God wants me to be. That was a really great motivation for me. So this video isn't necessarily how to get 100% in your maths test every time, but it's just 5 really helpful tips that I used during my HSC year that will help you do as well as possible and be awesome in high school, particularly in study. Alright, let's go. Alright, so tip number 1 is know your surroundings. So what I mean by that is prepare your surroundings so you don't have to move around while you're studying. Make sure you have your water bottle there. Make sure you go to the toilet beforehand. Everything that you need you have on the table so that you don't have to keep moving around. Another part of that is that you should pick one place that you study really well at and try not to do anything else there, so your brain starts associating this one place. When you sit down here, this is about study. So I'll give you guys a bit of a room tour. Okay, welcome to my room everybody. So right here is my table. This is where I study. And you can see here that I have everything set up here. We move on from here. This is my bed. This is where I go to bed. That is Sean with a W. That is Sean spelled like scene. Okay, and this is a little table that I have beside my bed. And this is actually where I do my QT. And what that allows me to do is as soon as I wake up in the morning, I can just come sit down here, do my QT and get ready to study. And the good thing there is that now my brain associates this table with doing my QT and various other things. Whereas that table all the way over there, my brain knows that when I'm there to study, so I can study effectively. So Netflix here, if I want to learn something on guitar, I do it here. Literally anything else but study, I will do at this table right here. That one is purely reserved for study. Okay, so it's a break time for me right now, and I actually want to talk about my second tip, and it is to take regular breaks. I know the temptation of just wanting to study for hours and hours on end because you feel like you have an endless amount of work to do, but I think it's really important to take breaks just to let your brain reset. So I can tell you what I do. So usually I study for 25 minutes, which doesn't sound like a long time, and then 5 minutes break, and then I do that 4 times, and my 4th break I take a half an hour break. So it's a 2.5 hour cycle, and then I just repeat that as many times as I can throughout the day. I used to take breaks during my exams as well. So I used to at the 1.5 hour mark, I used to just put my pen down and just stare at the clock. And all the old ladies that they hire for HSC, they just walk around and they just stare at me and what's this strange Asian kid doing? Why is he just staring at the clock and you think I'm cheating? So they watch me really carefully. But I'm literally just staring at the clock because I am very tired. So class has started. For me, we are doing adolescent psychiatry. some funny dull classes, which means tip number 3 for you guys, and that is to be consistent. If you guys think about a baby doesn't have flashcards, they don't have, I don't know, a study plan or anything like that, but what they do is every single day they listen and they learn, and slowly eventually all the words just form in their head and they know how to speak the language. And in that way, if you study consistently every day, just a little bit at a time, it will just make more and more sense to you, and by the end you'll be a beast. So I guess my tip to you is be like Avery.
Hands in the air, rock your body there, there's now asleep.
Be like Avery. So as you guys can see, I'm no longer over there where I study, but I am at my other table because I am editing what you're actually seeing right now. Okay, so tip number 4 is to get rid of all distractions. So essentially what I'm saying is that whatever distracts you, put somewhere really inconvenient for you to get. Like put it on top of the bookshelf or something where it won't distract you because you have to get up, and then you have to go through several layers of guilt of being like, I'm gonna get my phone now, because you're consciously like, where is my phone? Oh yeah, it's on top of the bookshelf, I have to get up. And then you're like, oh no, I feel bad that I'm distracting myself, and you're like, oh no, okay fine, I'll keep studying. At least that's what happens to me. But this is where the breaks are important, because during the 5-minute break that I have, I check my phone, check my socials, reply to all the messages I need to reply to, grab myself a snack and stuff like that. Things that would usually distract me, I can do in my 5-minute break. Get my quick fix, and then I'm back to studying for another 25 minutes. So take your breaks, minimize distractions, everybody. Alright guys, this is tip number 5, the last one, and it is to have good sleep hygiene. And what that means essentially is that make sure that as you're going to bed, that everything is set up nicely so that you can sleep and be rested as best as possible. So things that you can do to help you is never do anything on your bed that isn't sleep. Okay, I know it's very tempting to just lay in bed and watch Netflix or scroll on Facebook or be on YouTube or whatever you want to do. But don't do that, because then your brain starts associating bed with not sleeping. Okay, whereas if you only sleep on your bed, as soon as your body touches that bed, you're like, oh man, I'm so sleepy, it is time to sleep. And then you fall asleep so much more easily. Also added to that is try not to have any caffeine at night. And finally, screen time. Try not to look at your phone, your laptop, anything with a screen, do not look at for the last half an hour before you go to bed. Go read a book. And no, if you have nothing to read, go read your Bible. If that makes you fall asleep, great, but also at the same time, not great. I don't know, do something that isn't just staring at your phone passively before you go to bed, so you can rest your eyes from all that light. Alright guys, I hope you had a good time listening to my 5 study tips. Maybe I'll give you some more if we see each other again in real life soon. So look forward to that. Hope you guys are staying safe. Love you guys. See you soon.
Has been conquered by your perfect love.